If you find yourself in a low vibrational state, feeling discouraged, empty, isolated, abandoned, left out, alone, lonely, these types of energies. I'm not going to say the quickest way, but the only way that I know is to just try to create a space of neutrality where you're not allowing these energies to be the dominant vibration in your field. And then in that state of neutrality, just remember all the happiest moments from your life. Through your memories, you can travel back to those experiences because that energy never dies. Some say you can practice gratitude and appreciation, and that might help you. But if you're in a low vibrational state, you're not feeling, in an appreciative or a grateful manner. You're not going to do it because your vibration is so low. This is the reason why I always encourage hugs, because it's like a car on the side of the road with a dead battery. You're not going anywhere. You obviously need somebody, a tow truck or another car, to come along and give you a jump. That's exactly what that is when you hug somebody who's in a low vibrational state. And yes, you can hug somebody and give them a boost and still at the same time not absorb their energy. Yes, you can do that. I always hug everyone from left shoulder to left shoulder, heart to heart, because hugs heal the soul. But I find that the easiest way, I'm not going to say it's the fastest, but the easiest way when you are in a low vibrational state, even if this is just a remedy for a few seconds, because it depends on you as a person, how much you're willing to stay connected with this energy and allow it to, raise you and keep you there. I don't know. Maybe you're just the type of person you get raised and then your natural state is low. I don't know. But the easiest way, not the fastest, is for you to just go to a state of neutrality. And in that in-between idle space, just travel through your memories to all the happiest moments of your life. Then you connect with those energies, and then you just allow them to raise your vibration. Think of all of the great things you want to do, that you're going to do, that you've already done. Anything you can do to fill that neutrality with something of a high vibrational nature. Anything. Your favorite food, maybe a conversation you had a few years ago with a best friend that really cheered you up. I mean, anything. Because what's actually happening is when you're in a low vibrational state, you're disconnected from your higher self. You're actually a programmed egocentric drone of the matrix, because that is how they can control you in that negative, low vibrational, that catatonic, despondent, comatose state of dependency on them. And you'll fire up your cell phone. It'll just be sucking up all of the evil and the putrid filth off of social media and the internet. And that just serves to reinforce and drive you down even lower and keep you there, because it's a drug. So when you create that space of neutrality, just fill it with everything that belongs there that will keep you out of that negativity and push you into something high vibrational, even if it's just for 5 minutes, even if it's just for a minute, because then you're not negative reinforcing, negative imaging, negative projecting, negative receiving, propagating negativity. And everybody does it, because especially in these times, this is like, I've been on this earth for many years and I've never seen it like this. Never. This is just flabbergasting and perplexing. The energy that system exudes is just, I can't even begin to imagine the amount of evil it creates and it takes to generate that type of toxicity. But nonetheless, the most important thing is the easiest way is to create a space of neutrality and fill that space, traveling through your memories to the past, to everything you can gather up. It doesn't matter how inconsequential and meaningless it seemed at that time. If it made you happy or brought you joy or elation or bliss, then it's worth grabbing and pulling into that neutrality. Because what they do is they broadcast these energies that you can't see. Especially now. That's why you feel very off. There's a really weird energy in the air. Because they've just fired up and put an online network of a bunch of stuff that's actually pulverizing the populations with waves and waves of energies to make you feel exactly what's going on. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but you know your body. And you know when you feel something's off and you're out of kilter and you just don't feel right. And it's undescribable. And you can't explain these things. Like, why does this, what is that? Why does this so feel heavy and dark? And because what they're doing physically to keep you in that low vibrational state, because what they do is they press you down. This is called demonic unconsciousness. Okay? This is a part of their satanic matrix. And they take your high vibrational divine higher self and just compress it like a garbage compactor until you're like a wafer. And they make you stay there. And then when you begin to emit these low vibrational frequencies, they siphon off those energies and they harness them. Because your energy is your most precious commodity and your most precious resource. You don't know that because they never told you. I've said this in multiple videos. They don't want you to know your power for a reason. For a lot of reasons, actually. But anyway, when you feel sad or depressed, first thing you do, go outside. Just take in Mother Nature. You don't want to be inside. Go outside. Commune with Mother Nature. And then listen to some music that makes you happy. Create a space of neutrality. Maybe you want to burn some incense or some light a fire if you got a fire pit in your backyard. You know? And just feel that neutrality by traveling through your memories to your past. And grabbing up everything you can that was the most joyful moments of your life. The most happiest experiences. No matter what they were. Grab them all. Because those energies are alive. They're living and breathing. Time is an illusion. So everything you've done here is still very much alive. It's just not alive here in physical form anymore. But the energy that allowed those experiences to be manifested, they live on in your sacred space. That's why when you pass from this place, you're going to be shown a life review. And they're going to show you everything you did in this life. Because those energies are very much alive. That's why you can remember them. You're not remembering something that's dead and buried. Because if it was dead, it wouldn't be there to remember. There would be nothing to go to. Just like when you fall asleep and you dream, your soul leaves your body and it leaves the earth. The soul goes to dream state. Your dreams don't come into your head. That's nonsense. That's absolute ludicrous nonsense. So the only thing I could say is, when you're feeling like down, just create a space of neutrality and fill it with everything, anything. Maybe you were a kid, you saw your favorite TV show or cartoon, and you were laughing, having a great time. You had a great meal with your parents when you were a little kid. Maybe it was macaroni and cheese night and it just made you super excited. Who knows? Maybe you went out to eat with your family and everybody got pizza and everybody had a great time. You went out to the movies. Anything. Whatever it is. Christmas morning or whatever it is. Summertime at the pool, barbecues. Just grab all that up. Grab all of that stuff when you travel through your memories to the past and bring it into this present moment and just connect with that energy. The exercise I tell people about happiness is the same thing. Happiness is a state of being that you create. Empty your mind and think of the happiest moments of your life. Now live within the energies of those moments for the rest of your life, and you've just reconnected with your happiness. That will help you too. It's basically the same thing. Gratitude and appreciation in times of depression, it's not going to work because you're not in a mode of being grateful for anything. Most people, when they get to be that low, they don't feel like being here. So they don't think there's anything to be grateful for or appreciative of. They just want out. That's the mind being pulverized by these waves of energies of evil and keeping you that way. That's why you hear voices in your head. You're not crazy. Kill yourself, kill somebody else. You see that knife on the counter? Go cut yourself up. Go stab somebody with it. Well, this or that. Oh, yeah. Constantly. And people won't admit this. But they work on everybody, these evil voices, because it's a part of that network. It's absolutely a part of their network. Because you understand, just because you can't see something doesn't mean that it isn't there. I always use the wind as my primary example. You can't see sound. How do you know it's there? You can't see thoughts. You can't see intentions. How do you know they're there? Because they're metaphysical. Absolutely. So before I end this video, I just want to say, listen, even if you have video of those moments of the past happiness or photographs or whatever, even if you were at like summer camp and you guys took pictures together or you had drawings or whatever, anything associated with those times is unto itself a part of that experience, an integral part of that experience. If you have like a t-shirt as a kid from happy times, that t-shirt is associated as an integral part of those experiences. So it will carry the same energy as those happy memories. Indubitably. You see where I'm going? So anything you can do to jump start your soul, your heart, and get you out of that low vibrational state. Stop hanging around with low vibrational people. Stop finding yourself in a low vibrational environment because it's only going to serve to lower your vibration. And if you get there, it's very hard to pull yourself out. And then once you pull yourself out, you go right back down again if you stay in these same places. It's always best to remove every toxic person from your life and vacate that house of pain and never move back in. And if you find yourself dipping down, just call upon the universe. And your angels and your guides and your guardians will be there to help you because they never leave you. Your angels aren't looking down on you. Your angels are right here, man. Eye level. Heaven is not high above your head. Heaven is your soul. It's the best way I could put it. But anyway, just wishing you peace, love, light, laughter, and a whole lot of happiness that you deserve. Sunshine, smiles, and good times, man. You just have to embrace the fact that the universe is unlimited and you are the universe. And your powers of alchemy and transmutation and manifestation are not limited to, producing objects and items and people that you desire. That's what they make you think with their law of attraction. All you have to do is just envision this and all that stuff, and it's nonsense. Vision boards are the worst thing in the world. That's nonsense. If there's anything you want, all you have to do is magnetically attract it with the law of attraction. It's nonsense. It's just nonsense. It's nonsense. It is such a limited, finite, garbled system of mumbo-jumbo psychobabble. It's not even ridiculously worth addressing. It's just nonsense. What I'm talking about is real life stuff. Your energy, everything's energy. You're an equivalent to something, that's when you will recognize it. So this is no different. You can manifest, transmute, alchemize, whatever you want. And you can most certainly alchemize your negative low vibrational energy into something solid. And I'm not saying going from devastating lows to elated highs in a second. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you consciously moving that energy from here all the way up to here and keeping it there indefinitely. And yes, you do have that power. It's just you have not been trained to realize you do. That's why you're not aware of it. But now I'm making you aware of it. So now that you know, you got to do something about it. You hold the power to the everything of your everything. They'll never tell you and they never will because they don't want you to know. Because when you know, you'll use it. And when you use it, that's when they will be obsolete and then extinct. Because then you realize at that time, you never needed them at all. And you never will. Good luck.